Hi, my name is Jada McIntyre and I am from Excel Group 29. Today, cultural diversity is something we cherish and pride, but the fact of the matter is that more often than not, it's caused rising tensions between Americans. What we realize today is that these issues can't be resolved separately, and our role in assuming a stand is what unites our struggles. Now, this is due to social consciousness. To have social consciousness is not only to understand that we're interrelated, but to have the awareness for the social issues that everyone faces and how we solve these issues. After evaluating myself, I placed myself on the third level of this scale. Me and my friends around me are constantly having conversations about religion, the education system, the way our government works, what's happening. And as we work to better ourselves together, we're also always looking for ways to help those around us. Now, the goal of social consciousness is to be able to help improve these social issues. Oftentimes, I feel that as one person, I couldn't possibly implement a positive change in the world around me. And I think that mindset itself is what has stopped me from involving myself in the stand for social justice and raising my social consciousness. Now, when asking myself how I could be on the fifth level of this scale, I had to first understand what it entailed. Now, to be resonant means to have the understanding of our interconnection and the sense of responsibility to better the issues around us while having actions that reflect that. Now, there are countless advocates and public figures who embody this social consciousness, like Diana Ortiz. Ortiz is a nun that went to Guatemala in order to help the indigenous Mayans learn to read and write. She was stalked, abducted, and tormented by their government for helping them. Not only was she burned, beat, lowered into a pit of dead bodies, forced to kill, and repeatedly raped, but she found that an American was in charge of that torment. After escaping, she never stopped fighting for justice, even when the American government slandered her name. Instead, she founded the Torture Abolition and Survivor Support Coalition to end this violation of our human rights while helping the victims endure the aftermath. She focused more on helping others in similar situations despite what she went through, and understood that how she handled the aftermath of her torture would set the precedent for the future treatment of globally tortured victims. And that is social consciousness at its finest. After meditating on the examples set by Diana Ortiz, I wondered how I could improve my social consciousness. Moving forward, I plan to gradually take actions that will not only benefit me, but the people around me. I want the people around me to do well, so I do what I can to help them. Now, keeping in mind that changing too many things will ultimately overwhelm me, one of the biggest steps that I'm going to implement is staying informed and aware of what's happening around me. I mean, it only takes 30 minutes to watch the news. Now, I realize that there are many angles to social consciousness, so by learning to listen with genuine interest, I can continue to understand those around me better and see new perspectives on the reality we face. You have to first know the problems people face before you can begin to amend them. Lastly, I will continue to better my participation in initiatives such as Young Women for Change, where we advocate and fight for human rights, stated in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Nathaniel Branden said, "The first step toward change is awareness. As Excel has guided me to become a responsible young adult, I will give to those around me the awareness and the path to success that was given to me."